The failsafe is set, but the mushroom spurs continue to fill the air. There must be another way. Ayo, I'm Angie, and this is Stranded, an Animal Crossing challenge where I design an island in 30 real-life days without ever leaving the island. The mushrooms continue to spread across the island, but what's worse is they're crossbreeding with the natural flora of the island, creating incredibly toxic hybrids. Now, it seems to me that Tom Nook has absolutely no intention in stopping the spread of the mushrooms. He has seen through all of my disguises and has used me for the last time. My only hope now is to pray that the sock man comes to the island and saves us all. For these are not just the regular mushrooms plaguing the ground, they are toxic mushrooms. There is no hope in stopping them from flourishing around the island, but we can contain them, building defenses, structures, buildings, civilization. Maybe Tom Nook was on to something, but I cannot trust him any longer. There's one thing, seeing through someone's disguise, and another thing, to let them believe that their disguise is working. That is evil. And go boop. These mushrooms will not stop spawning out of the ground. They will not stop at anything to survive, because that is what nature does. It survives. The will to live. And being powerless to stop this, you know what they say. If you can't beat them, join them. And that's what I intend to do. Right? Right. Now, the mushrooms themselves do not have the intelligence to know how to survive on the island or what they're actually doing. All they know is release spurs, make burn mushrooms, and take over the island. But as their only hope in this world, I intend to control their spread, to have them live harmoniously around the island. Let them know that taking over the land isn't a good idea, because they are prehistoric. They have never met a land such as this, and therefore spreading around all of the floras and the mushrooms around the island in a safe and controlled way is the solution to our problems. Right? Right. Andy, that makes absolutely no sense. Yes, it does. It makes so much sense. Too much sense. No, these mushrooms originated from the campsite portal, and their power wasn't very strong. So in attempts of survival, they decided to spread and spur around the island, because everything around the dinosaur world is dying. The sands of time are stripping the life from this area, and the mushroom's last line of defense was to spur at an unreasonably quick rate. Also, say I to Roswell's mom. Hi, Roswell's mom. It's actually really nice, and she makes really good cookies. No, she is up here trying to stop the dinosaur war and make sure that Roswell does not come out of his room. So unfortunately, the mushroom problem is the last thing she's worrying about. Besides, these mushrooms have come from the time of the dinosaurs, so she's not really worried about it at all anyways, right? Right. But what is a cause for concern are these new plants from the past and present, and mixing the past and the future and the present, and all those things are super, super dangerous. And we can't have that, because danger is dangerous. Gonna put a fence back here so the spurs don't go into the ocean, because that would be bad. Ocean mushrooms. But we can't think about that right now, because we have mushrooms and hybrid floras to worry about. Seems like they're already doing their work over here. Just stay in there. Stop breeding with each other. Little BB mushrooms too. In toxic floras. Gonna learn how to live all Erminus, aren't ya? You better, or I'm gonna get your mom. She's gonna ground ya. We'll burn this area off too. Make sure, no mushroom ocean creatures curl monstrosities. Oppen, right? Right. Except we'll get some toxic floras because we're friends with the mushrooms. And we're going to make sure that, they get along with everybody. That's an apple tree. Or toxic floors. Be nice. And then you can live there. How nice is that? And you can have a little bush. And you can be an oppie toxic mushroom toxic flora family. And the babies. They're so cute. Gil on there too. Aww. Okay. More toxic floors. Andy, can you go over the plan again? This is not making any sense. I thought mushrooms were the enemy. Okay, listen. Mushrooms are not the enemy. Tom Nook, no, he's the enemy. Giant sea monsters, enemy. Roswell's grandma, enemy. Ravenous rabbits that try to mind control your mom, enemy. The mushrooms aren't going anywhere. Therefore, we gotta make them feel like their existence is not being threatened. They're allowed to live here, and we're totally not gonna spray them with antifungal spray. And they can live in harmony on the island so they don't try to put spurs all over the place and survive, because mushrooms, all they want to do is survive. Right? Okay, I don't know what doesn't make any sense. Makes totally sense to me. Makes so much sense. Living in harmony with giant prehistoric mushrooms, I'll see what doesn't make sense. You know what doesn't make sense? Being stranded on an island with magical time properties and a magical portal that brings people's moms and grandmas through. What else? I don't know. Lots of things don't make sense, but this makes perfect sense. So much sense. All the sense. Besides, I put my super awesome paper art on, and no, my brain can't be mind controlled or affected by anything, and I'm thinking super clearly. Plus, I got my alien mind control sunglasses on, so there's nothing wrong with me, and I'm totally fine. Right? Good. Glad we're all in agreement. Toxic floors. And little bitty baby mushrooms. Because they're so cute. Put a big mama one right there. Oh yeah. This space was made for you. You love it here. No, of course the beaches. The beaches need toxic floors and mushrooms too. Right, Axel? Right? Do you agree? Hey, Andy, all you being, Wonk? I've been fantastic. I can think clearly. My paperboy hat and my alien-proof sunglasses has made it so there is nothing wrong with my brain or my eyeballs, and we are spreading mushrooms and toxic floors all over the island so that we can live in harmony and survive the island. What's up with you? Weather like this can make me even want to skip a jog, Wonk. Don't trample any floors. I don't want to see you running through any floors. Because we're spreading them around, making them feel nice and happy and accepted for who they are. Right? They don't have to put on any disguises. They just exist, all nice and stuff. No one judges them. No one makes them feel weird. This is facts. Super facts. Ooh, a bottle from the outsiders. Mine. A sleigh. Already know how to do that. Floor. Yes. All the beaches. They gotta look pretty and oppy like this. Oh, I run all the floors. That's fine. I'm gonna go get Murr. Out of the way. Don't press that button, groundhogs. I know that the mushrooms are taking over your lands underneath the ground because mushrooms apparently start from underneath the ground and then they sprout out and stuff because they're all like fungi and things. But I'm just evenly distributing them around and you guys can live in perfect harmony. Perfect harmony. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Come with me, beautiful floors. Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm gonna find you a lovely house on the island on a magical beach. Yeah, a magical beach that washes up random stuff. Oh, what's that? Does that sound nice? I bet it does. Oh, look, a perfect little spot for a mushroom. It'd be all hoppy and stuff. Yup. Okay, to the beaches. These are the beaches by the gated community. No, toxic floors and mushrooms seem to not be able to grow in the gated community, probably because of all the pavement and the magical invisible decal. But as I said, we're living in harmony, right? So we don't want them to spread too fast, and we want them to all get along, all happy and stuff. And then maybe when the sock man comes to regain control of the island and take his rightful place on the throne, he will praise you, for you will be surrounded by socks. Beautiful, amazing socks. Andy, maybe you should take the paper out off. No, I'm thinking more clear than I've ever before. Purple floor. I just have a few more mushrooms to spread around the island. Toxic floors. Yes. Ah, yes. Yee. Ego boop. Ah, ego bop. Wait, way too many weeds here. So many weeds. This is a perfect place for a giant mama mushroom. But I don't have any more, so I'll have to craft them. Andy, are you seriously crafting toxic mushrooms? Yes. Also, we're gonna have to customize them. Make them all nice and toxic and stuff. Right? Right. Andy, this is going a little overboard. No, it's not. So awesome. Grow and thrive. Do you like that? Do you like that, Kurt Cobain? Doesn't look like it's gonna let up anytime soon, does it? No, no, it doesn't. You're talking about the mushrooms, right? They're all gonna be our friends, and we're gonna live in harmony with it. Yeah, it's gonna be epic. So epic. Hey, do you remember the Opium Academy is gonna be grading our homes tomorrow? No, but my house is completely empty, so it doesn't really matter to me. I should probably put stuff in my house. I did pay Tom a bunch of money, and no, I don't like them, but I already have all. So I should probably do that. Toxic mushroom for the sock man. The sock man. Get the floors. Oh, hey, this isn't gonna stop me. I got backup. Come with me, and you'll see that mushrooms are the answer. And go boop right in there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Go bop and scoop and scoopy. Close in all the holes. And you guessed it, Big Mama Mushroom. And a little bit of baby mushroom. Then we can't forget about the fencing. Gotta live in harmony. Yeah? Yeah? You're not gonna spread too far, are you? Oof. There's space or air. Yeah, there is. Lots of space. Ego boop. Pick the weeds. Pick the weeds. Ego bop. Up here as well. Perfect space. Perfect space. Big mama parasol. And right there. And there. And some toxic floors. Can't forget about the toxic floors. And a few more baby buns. Okay, they're so cute. They're the baby. They're babies. They're adorable. They didn't do nothing to you, okay? Nothing. They're babies. Okay? Okay? Good. Ego boop. Now I must redistribute the loss of these floors. Give them nice homes. All along the riversides. Plant them. Make them all gorgeous. Make Tom Nook jealous. Make sure he knows he made a mistake. I'm super smart. Yeah, super smart. Ain't no one gonna be like, oh my gosh, Andy, that was the silliest idea I've ever heard of. Because it's not a silly idea. It's a brilliant idea. Oof. Oh. Hey, Roswell's mom, I'm smart. I do good in school and everything, except for math. I'm not so good at math. Hate math. Math sucks. Oof. Weeds. We don't need weeds. We need toxic floors. Glory weeds. Only got 3 left. 2, 1. This plan is amazing. Absolutely 100% without a doubt the smartest thing I have ever done in my entire life. The mushrooms are going to live harmoniously with us and the toxic floors and all the other stuff like the dinosaur ghosts and giant sea monsters and whatever else is going on this island. I believe the mushrooms will no longer feel threatened by us and stop putting so many spurs around the island, and then we'll be able to breathe when it's not raining. That makes absolutely no sense. Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man. I'm gonna prove you wrong. Good morning, everyone. Good burning is the bowl. This morning, I couldn't help but notice mushrooms are starting to pop up all over the island. Yeah, because we're gonna live in harmony with them, with the toxic floors, and they're gonna try to stop taking over the island. Yup. Mushroom pie. Oh, yeah. Mushroom pie. By the way, all the mushrooms that grow on this island are totally safe to eat. Are they? Are they really? See? Pure genius. I'm a genius. Everything's gonna be fine. That said, it can be very difficult to tell mushrooms apart. What do you mean? When in doubt, be sure to contact a fungal expert before eating any mushrooms you don't recognize. Like prehistoric mushrooms that came from the dinosaur age that got sent through a magical time portal or whatever, or just like other mushrooms. Oh, she means just other mushrooms. Ooh, difficult to breathe, but that's okay. All the spurs and pollen in the air, that's just like a side effect of them like melding out and getting used to being all Erminus. And they're definitely still not trying to take over the island and become an invasive species. That's ridiculous. Absolutely no way. Right? Right. And I will see you tomorrow. If tomorrow's episode is up, it'll be on the screen right now for you. And I will see you then. Cheers. Oh, hey Roswell's mom.
I can't believe you've been planting toxic mushrooms all over the place.
I'm sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing.
I'm gonna have a talk with your mother.
Well, she's kind of like locked up in Tom Nook's basement right now, so yeah.